Hello and welcome to another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Divinity Dragon Commander. Man, it's been a while since I played this game. About 3 months, I think.
You know we elves sometimes stuff our pipes with a few Druidini leaves so as to experience its gentle, mind-altering effects.
Weed?
There are some that say its use should be outlawed, but I want to propose the exact opposite. Studies have shown this plant's medicinal use can do wonders to alleviate pain. So I think every doctor should be allowed to administer Druidini like any other remedy.
Okay. So yeah, we're talking about medicinal marijuana?
Both in sickness and in health, we recognize the judgment of the gods, Commander.
But they
as
made
we do
weed.
In convalescence and death. Interfering by means of medicine is already a sin. Adding the use of vile narcotics to the equation merely aggravates the misdeed.
Yeah, so I haven't played this in 3 months since I started making it, but I wasn't posting it, and now I'm posting it, so now I'm making these again.
Damnable love for hallucinogenic leaves. I've seen those who use it, sitting around with bloodshot eyes, talking gibberish. Medicinal, malicious more like.
Okay, A, it can help with medicinal purposes, and B, also taxes.
If Druidini truly possesses the qualities
so
attributed
recreational.
to it by Oberon, and under responsible medical supervision, it may be used to alleviate pain, well, then of course, I support the elven bid. It is only logical.
I wonder, what would change with regards to all these policies, what?
Our studies
These
show
days?
Oberon is correct, Commander. Sure, it took our researchers a very long time to write down the results, which they did in the weirdest of phrases, and for some reason they et and et and et. But one simply cannot dismiss their deductions.
Yeah, so pro-weed.
Thank you, Commander. Druidini really is a wonderful herb if used with care and consideration. Hopefully the bad reputation it suffers among the likes of Falstaff and Yorick will dwindle in time because of today's decision. Light those pipes, I say!
Yes. Legalize it.
If thou hast erred, let pain be thy penance, for it sweats the sin from your skin. So say the 7 scriptures, Commander. Therefore it is truth. What could you possibly hope to achieve by denying the truth?
The use of Druidini is in itself a sickness, Commander, and can never be a cure. Patients will leave our clinics as addicts, destined for the gutter. The dragon makes for a fine doctor indeed.
So I do have to warn you, this episode might be a
Very
bit of a
right,
slow one,
Commander.
since we're going to be
Let
harvesting.
us hope the use will not lead to abuse. In fact, let us not hope. Let us supervise.
Yeah.
Ha! Well done! I'll be sure to inform our scientists their efforts were not in vain. I'll procure some Druidini, a couple of pastry chefs, and bake them a cake that will blow their socks off.
So yeah. Wait, we don't need to go to the bar, I don't think. You guys have nothing to say, right?
Commander, please.
Done.
Right?
A defeat happens to
Oh.
the best of us. Don't dwell on it, Commander.
Right. I haven't heard these, because
Better luck next time,
I've never heard
Commander.
these guys.
The enemy may have won a battle,
Like,
but not the war.
I rarely lose in this game,
A
so...
defeat is always ignominious, Commander, for everyone involved. Try not to shame us next time.
usually they're like, oh, you won the
You
battle,
look like you're
great.
in need of some consolation, Commander. Come have a drink with me.
Sure. So, yeah, we don't have any science stuff to get these. While I don't use a lot of these things, it does add stars to your units on the battlefield when you're doing, random number stuff, which I think increases the chance of them winning. 2 stars might be better than 1 star or whatever. So, let's send some units over there. Is there anybody on that ship? Transport. I guess we don't know. Though I would like to build a tavern, because I want to harvest cards. I want to increase my research so I can, make everything better, and so on. Let's try and consolidate our stuff. I think that's what we can really do. Because I want to have the highest amount of stuff for the next level, because like there's 3 zones, and if I walk into it, you know, without all this stuff, then I might get my arse handed to me. So what do you got?
Charles Charwin White Whiskers strikes again, Commander. He's the foremost dwarven scholar, as I'm sure you know, and he's about to publish his 1000th article on natural history.
Jesus.
Rumour has it he'll make a startling new revelation, and I'm anxious to read all about it.
Well, maybe he's one of those races that live for like more than 70-ish years.
Commander, a most grave and ignominious matter has come to my attention. Some dwarven quack, styling himself a scientist, claims he has found conclusive proof that we lizards and some form of degenerate aquatic orc are descendant of one and the same ancestor.
Aquatic orc?
He means to publish this rot in the Rivellon Scientific Gazette, thereby causing irreparable damage to our species' reputation. With the utmost insistence, I therefore urge you to halt this publication. And if the matter of censorship bothers you, think nothing of it. By blocking the printing of this inane nonsense, you're safeguarding not only the good standing of all lizards, but of the illustrious Gazette as well. A dwarven scholar, really? The very notion is ludicrous.
I'm gonna pick this one. Humans and apes. Are there apes in this? Well, I guess. Well, I can understand monkeys because, like, and everything looks kind of Caribbean-y, kind of in a way. Yeah, let's see. I'm not gonna ban a sign.
You'd be singing a different tune if it were dragons and dung beetles that were said to have matching progenitors, wouldn't you? To hell with that dwarf. I dare say no one will believe his tripe anyway.
So why bother?
Edmund seems to be in a mood fouler than an ogre's abattoir. We were just trading routine insults when I said, "Your grandmother was an orc," and immediately he tried to get his bloody hands round my throat. Madcap lizard. Who gets so upset over such a childish taunt?
What would you inquire of me?
Nothing really.
Sup, Commander?
Sup? Okay, let's do some... Actually, I want to go here. I really like it that I can click on one, then switch to the other, and it's like, oh, you want to go there? Then we don't have to load the first one. So yeah, we can't get any of these because we're not on that level yet. Is there any of these that would actually help? Single target damage reduction. Now that... that'd be good on the earlier levels, because we're doing it on the hardest difficulty, I think. Well, are there any gold mines we can get rid of for, other stuff? Okay, we got 2. But I guess I'd want to devote this turn to, let's put 2 there. Then buy a whole bunch of units. I think that's the max we can get from there. And all that's good. We have a good amount of fortification, I think. Entrenchment, that's it. And that is 0 entrenchment, so yay. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably just wait. Ooh. When did that happen? Woof. We could always try that. And if we add more? Yeah, that seems like a bit much. Let's see, they have those little guys. How about just 2 hunters, right? We'll be able to try and do that. Let's see, put that there, that there. We already have sabotage. Okay. I'm probably going to have to be right back because I do think these have a good amount of loading times. Again, it's been like 3 months, so I've lost a lot of thought on all this. So BRB. And back. Resume. Click to continue. Okay, battlefield assessment.
You're blowing my cover. On the trail.
Okay, you guys go there. Do we have? No, we don't.
We're out of recruits, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander.
Too bad I can't make these things go by a bit quicker.
Without a trace.
Construction in progress.
Can we outdo that? No, not really. I highly doubt it.
We need more recruits, Commander.
So basically, slow things down until we become dragon.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
We're out of recruits, Commander.
Ugh, God.
We need more recruits, Commander. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress.
You found me, did you? No, it's a trap.
Can that thing be built any quicker? Come on, seriously.
Anti-ground turret completed.
Oh, they took it. God damn it.
Picking up their scent.
Construction underway, Commander.
Go on, give me a target.
Shouldn't have been so cheap. Come on, build. Okay, they're going light, so get hunters.
War factory completed. We're out of recruits, Commander.
I don't like being cheap, but like we're still kind of in the early stages and I don't want to waste money or things on stuff that could really be useful. It'd be nice if I could, you know, fix this. Cell building. Nope.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill. You found me, did you?
I think the music's real good in this game. It's inspiring.
Unit will soon be ready.
I wonder if we could go for another building. Oh wait, that is increasing. Float like a butterfly, sting like when I pee. Bugger. Well, at least the building had, like, pretty much no thing to it.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill. Without a trace.
Your unit will roll
Oh, I can be a dragon commander.
Not enough recruits
Oh.
to turn into a dragon, Commander.
Let's see. There we go. Suck it. Okay, now what was it? Q1? Nope. I can do that.
That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
What was it? 1Q.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
How do you spawn all those things? Or have them move? Q is to go there. Yeah. What is the thing for all this stuff? Yeah, quick look. Controls, dragon combat. Where's select all and go there? F2. Okay, I was close. And Q.
That's impossible, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
F2, Q.
They won't even see me coming.
That's what she said.
It'll be built in a jiffy.
Oop, right. F2 and Q. Q? Okay, yeah. Sup, bitches. Oop. Okay. I was a bit too
Show me my prey.
zealous.
Your unit will soon be ready. Not enough recruits to morph, Commander.
3, 4, 5.
Picking up their
F2Q. No, you can't build anything, you know? That kind of sucks, doesn't it? This looks pretty neat up close, and that moon is way too close. Nice. Everybody you have is dead. Everyone's bummed, uglies. I mean, I would think maybe somebody might be into that stuff. They were so scared that they got... What was it? Dragon Wolf.
I never would have thought that science could be so amusing, Commander. Most of it insults the gods, you see, but this lizard business has tickled my funny bone. Orcs in another guise? Out with the lizards, I said. Civilized race no longer. I was joking, of course, but by the 7, the look on Edmund's face was worth it.
I must say, Commander, that I am very disappointed a time-honored academic journal has published such wild conjectures about us lizards. Positively everyone is laughing behind our backs. Yorick's little bid to have us removed from the list of civilized races only aggravates matters, though I believe he spoke in jest.
Yes, quite. So, what's over here?
Commander, I'd like to address some issues I have with the Rivlon Times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know the press will try to embellish stories to make for more savory reading material. But half the stuff they print nowadays is fabricated nonsense of an almost always sensational or slanderous nature. I want you to reprimand them, Commander. I want it to be known that from now on they must either publish the truth or else publish no longer.
I have to say, this one is a bit of a thing. Like, because you don't want to have a government that represses things, but then also sensationalism is... It's Facebook and Twitter and Reddit.
I see no interest in this matter at all, Commander. I'll just flip a coin then. Heads means yes, tail means no. And heads. Yeah, go ahead and reprimand them.
So 2 A's.
The Riverlon Times is a dwarven and therefore commercial enterprise, Commander. Juicy stories sell copies. That is simplicity itself. I categorically deny, by the way, that our editors spread lies. Or at the very least, spread lies on purpose. So, if a chambermaid divulges to us a minister of the crown likes to spank his mistress in the bedroom, and this later turns out to be untrue, she is at fault, not we, for having printed her tale.
I couldn't agree with Prospero more, Commander. The Riverlon Times journalists aren't simple fact-finders. No, they ferret for filth. Ever since I've become a counselor aboard the Raven, I've discovered dwarven newspapermen under my bed on no less than 3 separate occasions. And one I caught climbing through the bathroom window.
The Riverlon Times is no more than a daily dose of heresy for those that sinfully partake. Rather than admonish, you should abolish the thing altogether, Commander.
So that's like 4 fours and 1 against.
I thank you, Commander. To inform the general public of the events of the Empire is a great responsibility, not a lackadaisical frivolity. The dwarves would do well to take this duty a bit more seriously, and their caricaturists especially could stand to be a bit more sensitive.
Okay, so we just do like the coin says then.
Yep.
We could flip one every bloody time, you know? Sure would put an end to all this bloody bickering.
But this reprimand will kill business. Who wants to read mere facts? Facts are boring. God blimey, Commander. Reprimand if you must, but don't break the news until I've sold all my shares in the Times.
Very good, Commander. I can tell you it was all very embarrassing for my wife to pick up the morning paper and find out I'd been tending to another garden on the side. She kept on hogging the rose bushes. My favorite. What was I to do?
Is that a euphemism?
Well, I guess a reprimand is a first step. Does it include the raiding of the Riverlon Times' offices, perhaps? Shall they be gutted by fire? For that would be most agreeable and please the 7.
So, step over here.
It is abhorrent, Commander. Gutter press of the lowliest sort. The Riverlon Scientific Gazette has gone ahead and published that accursed gnome's findings. Every lizard in the realm has been made a mockery of, and it happened with your blessing. Did you know that the undead, those blundering bits of discarded carcass, have proposed that because of our alleged link with orcs, we lizards should be stricken off the list of 6. No longer a civilized race, but a wild one. We, who were the pinnacle of evolution, cast aside? Ha! Let them. Why would we want to be counted among inferiors anyway? Let them have their list of 5. We shall be the ones.
Leave it to old man Charwin, Commander. He'll set things straight. I knew there was something fishy about those lizards. Aquatic orcs. Maybe that's what we should call them from now on.
He'll strangle you.
You triumphed yet again.
Stand in the path.
Okay. So we can't get that yet, but we can get these. What is that? Massive shockwave that damages lights units. I've never actually used that, but that actually might be kind of good. So what, another round or 2? But then we would have to have a good amount of this in the first place. I can't remember what the caps are that you can carry over. That. And shuffle like 2 over here. I mean, look at all those cards. Those will be very useful in the future.
Accursed be that hothead of a Henry, Commander. I'd rather swallow needles than endeavor a constructive discussion with him ever again. You know what he's like on the field. Always must he fly solo. Always must he go charging in like a bull in heat. Ridiculous. If he's thinking at all about what he's doing, it's with his brain that dangles, not deducts. The man's a menace. A danger to himself and others.
Okay, what's up? Being brash?
By all the gods, real or imaginary, devils take my manhood if that Catherine creature isn't a bigger bitch than a mountain-sized mastiff. So what if I wage war by my own rules and care little for her so-called team tactics? That's no reason to question my ability. She's lucky she has tits to prove she's not a man, or I'd have beaten her more savagely than a dwarf is anvil. Besides, what's the use of standing shoulder to shoulder when you know the fella next to you will run once the swords start ringing and the blood begins to flow? Aye, that's what happened the day I lost my arm. I stood my ground, alone. And the rest of the Emperor's generals, they outran their wives and their litter trying to escape. So much for loyalty. So much for duty. I find it a lot easier to tell the benefit of the doubt it can go shag itself. But if you insist, I'll give the others a chance. Though I'm sure they'll prove to be a bigger disappointment than looking for a brothel in an elf town.
Why, elves don't have brothels?
How delightfully entertaining to see Catherine and Henry exploding in rage over a strategic disagreement. Like children they are, vainly trying to prove to one another they have the better toy. Of course, none of the two realizes they could argue till the dwarves grow tired of gold and never reach the tiniest epiphany. To wage war requires a distinct brand of genius. Where they are found wanting, I am found abounding.
You?
Sup, Commander?
What's up? Okay, engineering by. Get myself some of that. So we'd have 10, but that can roll over to the next turn. And we could just get some of that purifying flames. And then we buy more shit. It would be nice if I knew how many buildings we would need or have. So, let's see, what's that? Generates stuff. So let's see, that's 5 and that's more. So maybe sell that and build something sciencey. Another research point would be nice, I guess. And then more of those and these. I mean, look at all these cards. They'll be so useful later on.
Oh, my head. Feels like there's an imp wedding celebration going on in there and they've just lighted the fireworks. I drank shots and played poker with Henry, Edmund, and Scarlet. Not a dime left in my pockets. But it was rather jolly, in a vulgar sort of way.
You guys got
Men will
drunk.
have their simple
Cool.
pleasures, you know. Games of chance, drinking games, etc. All made for a welcome change from Henry's moody ways, though. He was rather cordial, if you can believe it. Thought I'd see Maxos shave his beard first.
Commander, you know that many of the greatest imp inventors and scientists suffer no end of injuries in the line of duty. New and fickle weapons tend to, well, go boom at inopportune moments. Often, we heal their wounds with magic and replace lost limbs with moles of engineering. But ever so often, they are beyond repair. In that case, we like to end their suffering by means of Black Rose extract. In the eyes of the law, though, this is murder. So let us scrap that law.
Yeah, I'm for euthanasia.
Mr. Shortfuse's proposal is a meritorious one, Commander. Every sun must set, And if the setting is one of suffering, why not speed it along with Black Rose?
Like, why would you keep somebody suffering
No
for...
dwarf goes gently into the dark night if he can help it, Commander. We fight against the dying light with every sinew in our bodies, and no needle-wielding quack will ballywell interfere. Only those who clung to every last breath are worthy of the eternal warrior's afterlife.
Let the people choose, come on.
Trinculo is quite correct, Commander. That law is woefully outdated and should simply be abolished. Sometimes to kill is the only way to be merciful.
Life is a gift of the gods, and so of course is death. It is not up to mortals or undead to tamper with either of them, which is precisely what those impish charlatans are trying to do.
Okay, yeah.
I'm glad you're being so sensible about this, Commander. One of our doctors had to resort to jailbreak after ministering to a miserable old dwarf almost burnt beyond recognition when he dozed off with a pipe in his mouth. Set his beard aflame in no time, the poor bugger. What could that imp do but slip him sweet sister sleep?
Very wise of you, Commander. Pain is such a terror. To relieve one's patients of it should be a physician's foremost care, even if sometimes relief may prove to be definitive.
So now we're catering to the weaklings that choose drugs over defiance. Doctors ought to treat their charges to the very end, not sing them opiate lullabies.
Well done, Commander. It takes an enlightened mind to weigh life against death and realize that sometimes the latter is the kinder condition.
If someone's last days are days of agony, the Seven have willed it so. Ease their torment, and you thwart the divine order. One more example that sacrilege is inbred in science.
Evangelicals. Should we... yeah, talk to this guy, I guess.
So I took your counsel to heart and decided I should give my fellow generals a chance to prove they are worthy of my esteemed friendship and perhaps even trust. What better test I can put them to, I ask myself, than the holy game of poker? See who's shrewd, behold who bluffs, descry who dares and when. So that's what I did. Rounded them up and played from dusk till dawn. You were right. They're not a bad bunch once you get to know them. Obviously, I left their purses emptier than Yorik's skull, which does do wonders for my temper. Can't rightly say if that endeared me to them, but I'm sure as hell I'd like to see more of them once this month's wages come in.
Next time Henry wants to play cards, I'll tell him I'd rather tongue-kiss a rattler. Such an unrefined game, really. The pastime of booze hounds and imbeciles. Quite unfit for a man of my refinement. To change the subject entirely, could I receive my wages a bit earlier this month? I've had some unexpected expenses.
Sup, Commander?
Oh, come on, you could at least say something. You've been just saying sup all this episode. Sup. Okay. Get that. And then I'm going to have to personally go ahead in time and after this episode to see, like, how much stuff I can carry over, because I rightly do not know. I think it's like 50-30 maybe. It'd be nice if it said its max. Whatever. So anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and all nudity animals to help control the pig population. And until next time, let's play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Divinity, Dragon Commander, or just Dragon Commander, or Divinity. Whatever. Thanks and see ya.